Success thanks to a song in a movie, Stevie Nicks has led a life that belongs in the movies. For 15 years, this emotional and flamboyant singer performed with Fleetwood Mac, helping them become a pop institution. Along the way, she took one of the wildest rides in rock. Recently, Stevie Nicks released Time Space, an album compiling greatest hits from her 4 solo albums. Her life in the fame lane is well documented in these songs. She's even included liner notes that reflect on the reality behind the lyrics.
You felt no reluctance in sharing very private moments, as you did in the liner notes, with the public?
I loved writing all those vignettes for the record. I loved telling why I wrote those songs, which was something I never thought I would do until I was about 60 or 70, and then everybody would be too old to care what I said.
Because I was thinking of it in terms of the book Mick Fleetwood had written, and I was thinking it must be very strange to see a version of your life in someone else's words and from somebody else's perspective.
I never read it.
Yeah.
I lived it. I loved being a Fleetwood Mac. I mean, I loved it. I loved being in a band. I loved being a part of 5 people. You know, we were very cloistered. I mean, a very cloistered group of people. I mean, nobody even liked girlfriends or wives or boyfriends or anybody on the road. It was like, it was us. And I loved that.
Now, the last time we heard is that you were going to continue to do some recording with Fleetwood Mac. Is that still true, or where does that stand right now?
It does not stand.
It doesn't stand, meaning it hasn't been defined, or that's not accurate?
It means it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because the story's already all over, so there's no reason for me to really go into it. It all stems down to an argument between me and Mr. Fleetwood. And that's down to the fact that he would not return to me a song that he dumped in the can 14 years ago, slapped on the back of a single, and was never heard from again. And I wanted to put it on Time Space because it belongs to my mom. And he said, over my dead body. And I said, well, then you just broke the camel's back. So I won't be involved anymore.
Sometimes it's a bitch, sometimes it's a breeze, sometimes love's blind and sometimes it sees, sometimes it's roses and sometimes it's weeds.
You've been able to preserve your innocence as a musician and as an artist in the face of the darker sides of the music industry?
I've tried. I've tried really hard. The corporate industry stuff really gets in my way. It hurts when somebody tells you after 15 years that if you don't do a certain thing, or if you don't sing a certain song, or if you don't change your image in a certain way, that your career is over. That hurts. And that's unacceptable to me. And I chose a long time ago that this was what I was going to do, with the bad and the good. And I think I had pretty much of a premonition when I was a whole lot younger that there was going to be a lot of bad parts, and that there was going to be a lot of wonderful parts that I could never, ever replace in any other kind of business.
That's Stevie Nicks, looking back and looking forward. Coming up next on Inside Music Profiles,